to say this. Caucasian nation, the good white folks of America, are so disingenuous. And the reason I say Caucasian nation is so disingenuous, Loon, is because when black people receive an unfair trial, we are supposed to respect the verdict. But when white people feel that they haven't received a fair trial, they don't have to respect the verdict. The other thing that makes Caucasian nation so disingenuous, Loon, is they always like to treat every black case in its own special vacuum. In other words, when we talk about Karmelo Anthony, we can't talk about the man who took Trayvon Martin's life.
George Zimmerman.
George Zimmerman. You can't put it in context.
Can't mix it.
We can't talk about Rick Child, who took Cyrus Carmack Belton's life. We can't talk about Kyle Rittenhouse getting off, Rick Child getting off. Daniel Penny choked a man out in a New York subway and got off on standing his ground, and the man never touched him. The reason white society, Caucasian nation, doesn't like black people to discuss our legal lynchings in context, because if you put it in context, Loon, you cannot come to any other decision that there are two standards of justice in this country. One black, one white, and it's been that way for 470 years. Now, with that being said,
I 1000% agree with what Umar Johnson just said. It's two different type of judgment that's happening. We're actually being judged on different calibers, which means that it's what a white person could do, a black person can't do. Basically, I agree with it. I agree with him on this one. Not saying that Karmelo Anthony wasn't in the wrong for, what he did, because at the end of the day, a life was taken, right? But why was that life taken? If Karmelo Anthony was a white teen, would this have been different? Maybe I'll throw a stand below. Let me know what you think.
We have to understand that to be black in America is a crime in and of itself. In fact, the original crime of America is to be black.
The original crime.
The original crime. The original
The
sin,
first crime.
The first crime was to be black. Because remember, Loon, we were never supposed to be citizens. We were never supposed to be free. We were never supposed to be here after slavery ended. So every time a white person sees you, your existence itself is a crime against white humanity. Now, with the Karmelo Anthony situation, we also see clearly that black people have no legal right to stand your ground, even in a state where standing your ground is legal.
That's crazy to me. And so for me,
1000% agree.
that affects my understanding, because I'm having trouble comprehending how, okay, I'm sitting down, he's standing up. Before we get into the details of the case, though, do you think he got a fair trial, Karmelo Anthony?
He could not get a fair trial.
It was impossible.
It was impossible. He's in Collin County, Texas. Black people are 10%. If that, how is he going to get a fair trial? Loon, if the trial was going to even attempt to be fair, why would there be no black jurors?
Get exclusive.
That is a hell of a point, and that's the same point that I had. Why was it just Well, they say they had Indians. They say they had other ethnic groups, but it's still not black at the end of the day. So he did not have a fair trial at all. This is why, Charleston White is going through what he's going through now, in which he's attacking the dad and saying that the dad isn't strong. But he already knew that. At the end of the day, he put up some money for an appeal. And I think an appeal is definitely needed. An appeal is definitely needed in this situation because it wasn't fair at all. At all. Now, this is the teen that you're talking about. He got what, 35-year sentence? First offender? It's crazy to me. But let's continue. Leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about this situation. Was this fair or was this unfair?
For the trial to even, the Constitution says you're supposed to be tried by a jury of who? Your peers. They had a jury of all whites. Every man was Caucasian. 3 Asians, 1 Arab. Now, I want to say this.
3 Asians, 1 Arab. It was no black in that situation. And that's the problem that I had. That wasn't basically his peers. That was not his peers at all. But let's continue.
The Black America loom. Multiculturalism died with Carmelo Anthony's conviction. Multiculturalism died with Carmelo Anthony's conviction. And the reason I say multiculturalism died with Carmelo Anthony's conviction is because if non-white people of color gave a damn about us, Carmelo wouldn't be in jail. Asians don't care about you. Arabs don't care about you. Latinos don't care about you. If they did, Loon, why is there no difference in the outcomes when they are asked to weigh in on the guilt or innocence of African people? All non-blacks in America are white as far as consciousness and opinion goes.
But I think it's always been a one-way street. I think black people has been so given with their love and understanding and their invites, and we receive very little in return for that.
And why do we still give it?
I don't know. I think we think it's a part of the barter system.
I'm gonna tell you why we still give it. Because we don't give it to each other.
That's a fact.
If black love and compassion and forgiveness is universal, why we don't have none for each other?
Right.
It ain't universal, Loon. Compassion and love for your non-black enemies is not a function of your spirituality. It's a function of your lack of self-respect. The reason we forgive white people as soon as they unalive us is because we deeply desire validation and acceptance by white folks. If you notice, Daddy Metcalf never forgave Carmelo Anthony for what happened to his son. But let that have been a black mother or a black father. They would have forgave him the minute they got the phone call. We don't teach people to respect black life because we forgive them as soon as they take black life. You ain't never seen no white person forgive no black person. Even in a justifiable homicide, which is what Carmelo's situation was, they ain't never forgiven. Only black people do that. It has nothing to do with Jesus, Muhammad, or spirituality. It's about your need for white validation.
Do you think that the 35 years felt like justice, though? What
should have never came to that, first of all. It should have never came to that, first of all.
So you think he should have got off innocent of the charges that was brought on Carmelo Anthony?
Let's go back, because you're putting the cart before the horse. Let's go back to the indictment from the grand jury. The grand jury decided Carmelo would be charged with murder. Who's on the grand jury, Loon? You don't know. It's a secret. I want you to see how white supremacy operates behind the scenes. You can't challenge the grand jury, Loon, because you don't even know who they are.
Right.
So the people who decided this 17-year-old would be charged with murder are complete secrets. And you and I both know they all white. Are you with me? So first, deal with the grand jury. Him being charged with murder was a crime in and of itself.
So what do you say about the event?
Let me give you one more. You're moving too fast. Hold on. In Texas, if you're 17, you're automatically tried as an adult. Grand jury had no control over that. Are you with me?
Yes.
He was 17. He's automatically tried as an adult, but he doesn't automatically have to be indicted with murder. That could have been aggravated, right? Manslaughter.
Right.
There's a whole list of crimes they could have went with.
So you're saying he should have been charged, just not with the first degree murder or whatever. Was it first degree?
He didn't have to be charged at all.
So
this could have been self-defense.
A white young boy body drops, and you think he should not have been charged?
The reason you labeled it a white boy is you're putting it within the context of the racism of American society. Let me flip it around for you, Loon. If two 210-pound football players, black football players, walk up to a 135-pound black boy, grab him by the hoodie, put him in a headlock, try to jump him and stomp him out, and that white boy unintentionally stabs him, or he falls onto the white boy's knife, which is what we believe happened. Okay? Austin fell onto Karmelo's knife trying to attack him.
Leave your thoughts down below. I really want to know what you think about this situation. Was Dr. Umar correct? Did Carmelo Anthony have a chance at all? Racism, as we know in America, does exist, whether you like it or not. And was this even fair? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think. Another episode of the Gossip Galore News. Let's go.